one thing about the carvings, as time is going on, they're getting to be more protected all the time, just by the respect is growing. I think the biggest protection, I think, is for people just coming into the valley and not knowing. I believe there should be a new Holcomb, actually, not necessarily having to even go through a guide, the guiding companies, but even to have a respectable person to come up here with them to stop people from walking on them. And they should be told a little bit about how they should be protected. Like I say, most people are learning that, like even going through school, because classes are starting to come up. But I believe that people coming in from out of town, whether they want to, take pictures or whatever, I notice a lot of times being up here, sometimes people will, even though you tell them not to step on the carvings, they'll still step on them. So I believe that it should be protected in that way. I don't know of any carvings ever being stolen from up here, but I know there's been like scratches and all that sort of stuff done to them. So that there sort of thing would get stopped if they had to have a guide. Yeah, so the big thing would be, like I say, is I believe that all people should be, not necessarily New Holcomb, but the people that are coming in from out of the valley from different countries should have a guide. And like I say, more for protection, so it makes these carvings last and not get wore down. Because the more they step on them, the more they wear out. It's just a fairly soft rock, and yeah, it's just a matter of making people pay attention. And even dogs, like I don't mind dogs being here, but they should be on a leash and they shouldn't be allowed to walk on the carvings, especially when they're wet. But it should be all the time. But I notice, like when it's wet, they'll actually scratch the carvings with their claws. So I think it's just respect is a good way of putting it for keeping things nice. Yeah, just a matter of making respect happen. Like I say, a lot of people, anywhere else you go in the country, if you want to go up to petroglyphs or carvings or paintings or anything, I've always heard that they always have to have a guide. This is one of the few places that doesn't have guides. So I guess right now it's relying on spirit to protect that, and so far it's been working fairly good. But I still feel that they should have a guide, even if they don't talk about the carvings. Just by somebody being here, I believe it's the way to have it. Anyhow, that's about it.
Perfect.
Like I say, when I first came up here, that was years ago, there wasn't even really a trail up here. But people would come up here. In fact, a lot of kids, or people my age even, they say they came up here and played around up here. This is like a game shot. So even some of these carvings have initials carved beside them. So I try to cover it up, so people can't really see it. Even though today, or like even a couple of years ago, I've seen somebody take something sharp and scratch a carving, and even today it's still there, it's showing. But I try to make things get back to normal again, but that hurts to see that something like that old and that precious to get destroyed. And it's like even all the plants now, like it's to sit here and look, from where I'm sitting right now, it's kind of like a good feeling, like everybody's respecting it. Like you can sit here and You can look out there and you see the skunk cabbages. A lot of times they used to get wet. People would just rip them out and float them around in the water or do whatever. But now all this time of respect from the kids that it's being taught. I mean, it's being taught at the schools, and to me, that's a big part of what this is all about. And they might not realize it as much as, myself. I've always heard the story. Oh yeah, we're part of everything. It's kind of, oh yeah, you kind of shrug it off. But as I'm getting older, I'm realizing we are a part of all this. We are part of everything. This lumber, this is a part of a tree. It used to go, but it's here for a reason. It's here so we can pay attention to this. Come up and enjoy it, just like everybody else. And it's, like I say, it's been here for 10,000 years or more. So, like, why try and change it? It's if you can work with it and keep it clean, and to me, it just feels good. It's just like going and having a shower. Keep the water clean. It's that same feeling for me. So I guess that's one of the reasons why I really like coming up here. It feels good for me. I guess some people like running. Some people like walking. I like coming up here, and to me, it's just an excellent feeling.